Hi, welcome to DC Fan Gives Hope. There has been a whirlwind of new films and directors added to the DC Films universe. What is known that after Justice League, Kevin Tsujihara, let's just call him Kevin, I can't pronounce his second name, drops Jon Berg and demotes Geoff Johns. At the same time, Kevin admits trying to duplicate what Marvel has done and decides to be more of a director-driven studio. And with the hire of Walter Hamada, every news tidbit about new directors, new films have seemed to insinuate the words that Kevin has said about being more director-driven and studio and less studio interference. Birds of Prey by Cathy, New Gods by Ava Duvernay or whatever her name is, Blackhawk by Spielberg, and now possibly Peter Jackson directed DC film. Time will definitely tell. This is a new direction for DC. So what can this all mean then? Well, for me, you have the Marvel sort of universe, and it seems to be working for them, that they make this sort of TV sitcom like movies down the line, and they're all interchanging, they're all connected in some way in style, and the recipes that go into these films are all the same. No matter who directs them, they all have this sort of same flavour and connect to all these other films. But what happens to that, for me personally, is that none of the big hitters, the directors, will go on board because they're not being given the opportunity to be free and do what they want. And so if you're talking about making films that are going to be directed by the likes of Peter Jackson and Steven Spielberg, other names have dropped out, Quentin Tarantino, it's looking good. Now, also you've got that trilogy done by the director of Planet Apes, who's going ahead and doing a Batman trilogy, Matt Reeves. Now, the thing about that is we still don't know what's happening. We still don't know about the Batman and if he's going to get somebody else in. And we've always talked in the past about having Elseworld movies, so you can have like 3 or 4 different versions of Batman or something like that. And it seems more likely that is, and with this new sort of news coming through, it's more understandable now, as far as I'm concerned. It's not as much as, there will be films that somehow can loosely be connected to the previous films, but the directors have got no leashes on them in order to try to make films feel that it's in the same, it won't harm the other film. Like for instance, Aquaman will be tonally and everything else different from Shazam, but I think it won't. I think it'll probably be after something like Wonder Woman 2 when we really get a new idea of what they're trying to do. For Margot Robbie has also said she's got a director in mind and she wants to make a sort of R-rated sort of movie for the women with her character Harley Quinn, which seems to be good. That means she's got somebody in mind, maybe as director, or maybe she wants to do it herself. And the studio can listen to that. They can listen to the ideas. The bad thing is, maybe another bad thing is well, they should have definitely learned that and let Zack Snyder. I know it explains what happened with Zack Snyder. The studio interfered a wee bit. They were trying to build a universe up from Man of Steel, BVS, and then some point between BVS and Justice League and stuff, they decided, no, this is not what we want. We want a sort of lighter tone sort of universe. This is too dark. We've got to really come on board and change the tone so we can all start this whole universe thing. But they had no forward thinking. But now with the new people behind the scenes, they're talking about, you know, we're going to stand back from the directors. We're going to let them do their thing, and in that way it will encourage big name directors to come on board and make these films. Peter Jackson doing a Flash or Green Lantern movie, Steven Spielberg doing Blackhawks. He can easily come in and probably do a Wonder Woman or do some sort of war epic movie like the Justice League. You know, he doesn't have to be. I think in the past he said he's not all that bothered about superheroes and they'll serve some sort of time. But with this, with the studio saying you're going to have so much flexibility to do and to make a film the way you want, it may change his mind. But also what this may point out is, because of the new directorial approach to it, it's another good sign that if Zack Snyder ever does finish his director's cut, the studio will say, yeah, listen, previous bosses kind of screwed up, and we want to really show the fans that we're more director driven, and we're going to release your cut. That way, you know, we can all say that all the films we've done were by the director. Now, yeah, I can hear maybe the sad bit in it about it's not connected. Is it going to be all connected? Is there going to be a build up to some major villains like Darkseid? If there's too many directors involved in putting their own flavour, will you get a build up? Well, as I say, it's too early to tell. You know, you could have a director come on board like Matt Reeves and say, I want to do a trilogy like Zack Snyder. I want to do a trilogy of Justice League movies. I want to do a build up to this guy I want to do that Zack Snyder had previously planned. And because the studio wants to go director driven, they will spend less time worrying about what's going in it and letting all these directors have this free range to tell the story in their own individual way, which is great because, as I say, my beef about Marvel is they all feel the same way. But with this, you're going to get definitely two flavours. You know what you're going to get with a Marvel sort of universe film. But when you're going for a DC, you know, you kind of know what you're going to get, but it's going to be a surprise because it's going to be pretty much unlike the previous DC. So it's really good. It's good variety and it's good. You know, but we still have the main, you know, Aquaman's coming out and we still have Wonder Woman 2 coming out. So the actors really are still the same. I'm just crossing my fingers we don't, you know, that Ben Affleck still carries on and Matt Reeves, I've probably got the director's name wrong, decides to use him in his Batman trilogy. And think about it, we're getting top names to direct. Imagine Quentin Tarantino doing a Lobo movie and then decides, oh, I want to do a trilogy of Lobo or something like that. You know, it is kind of, it is good. It is good. And it just pieces everything together now. There's been signs now where everybody's using the Infinity Ring power thing, where it fades people to nothing. And there was an image recently posted about Flashpoint where they had, oh, I forgot his name now, him in The Walking Dead. He was Bruce Wayne's father in BVS. His name just escapes me. And he was dressed up as the bad Batman in Flashpoint, but that's got him phasing away. So what that tells me is Flashpoint is no more. And you know, and Flashpoint is a very epic big story, and it encouraged clickbait articles about how they're going to reboot the DCEU. Well, now it's not the case. If you don't do the Flashpoint movie, it will encourage previous asked directors to come on board to make their Flash movie. Because I think it's too soon to do an epic film like Flashpoint for Flash's first outing. So all this is still looking good, with a little bit of, you know, I know a little bit of regret that it's not going to be the DCU you're expecting, but a more of a rebirth of how the films are going to get done. And you know, in a way, you know, just say the name, Steven Spielberg's, right? And then say a DC character, and right away you want to see that film. Right away you want to see that. So I think it's a great, brave, bold move for DCU to be so different, and I always wanted that. And you know, because there was always that fear of, after Justice League, that, oh my god, they're going to copy Marvel. But now it's not the case. Now it's, they've seen the meddling's not worked out. They're trying to get the best directors for these beloved DC characters. Well, leave your comments down below. Thanks very much.